Welcome back to the Michael D. Show, where we interview amazing authors from around the world. Well, I'm excited about our guest today, Suzanne Clement. She's the best-selling author of "And There I Was," a biographical fiction based on the life of her husband, Dickie Clement. And I got to tell you, Suzanne, your book, it's so exciting. And I just want to read and share with people what it's about. And There I Was is a biographical fiction story based on your husband's life. It's about family and love. It's about life and loss. It's about having dreams and working at them until they come true, despite the hardships in the way. It was a sunny day, October of 1956, when Dickie was orphaned at the tender age of 7, when he lost his 5 family members in a fatal plane crash. And There I Was follows Dickie from age 7 to age 60 as he navigates life on his own terms. And There I Was are the stories, according to Dickie, that tell a fantastical tale. And surprisingly, for those of us who know Dickie, mostly true. Oh, welcome to the Michael D. Show. What was it like writing your husband's story?
It's interesting to live with somebody and have them tell stories. Very surreal, but you'd have to live with him to know it's mostly true. So very interesting. He's an interesting guy.
Well, it's an amazing story, and I know the family members, the kids, and everybody have been asking you for it. How long did it actually take you to write it, and when did you finally finish?
I actually started writing on it. It took me about a year to write it physically. However, we started about 10 years ago. I think there's some debate whether or not whose idea it was to write. Dickie thinks it was his, and he said he was going to write it. However, I ended up writing it, so here we are.
So he's the storyteller, you're the scribe. How many of these stories did he use when you were dating to actually, talk you into marrying him?
Actually, none. It's probably it may have been a good thing. They're very very risk-taking stories. He's a go 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 kind of guy, and it wasn't necessary for him to tell stories, but he is definitely the storyteller. He enjoys telling his stories, and we're glad to be able to share those. So
So after he becomes your husband, that's when you start hearing these stories. They start coming out little by little.
yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. Well, outstanding. I got to ask you, how did it feel holding the book in your hand? You and Dickie, ordered books, and it shows up at your door. You're actually holding that. A lot of authors say it's kind of like having another baby. What was it like for you after all these years and holding the book in your hand?
It's I wouldn't say it's a closure to something that we dreamed of doing, but it was an interesting, yes, it was an interesting process. Very exciting to see it in print. Very exciting to see it in print.
Available
So
now everywhere books are sold: Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Walmart.com, Target.com, Books a Million, Chapters Up in Canada. Anywhere books are sold globally, you get the hardcover, the paperback, the ebook. Congratulations for going #1 on Amazon. And what's the main story you want to convey? And There I Was.
that's interesting that you asked that. I'm not sure that I could pinpoint one story. Dickie had many, many stories. As we were writing it, he looked over my shoulder as I was writing, and I finally had to tell him to stop because he would ask me, "Did I tell you about the time?" And I said, "No, you have to stop." There's not just one story, Michael, that you could even begin. I'm sure that as people read it, we'll have people ask us. So they're real
Well, he
for the
had to
most
feel
part.
pretty
They're
good
real.
about, his wife's in there writing, and he's looking over his shoulder, and the book keeps
Yes.
growing and growing, and the deadline keeps getting pushed back.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, I know you're available to speak everywhere on interviews, podcasts, and book events. What's the best way for a podcaster, a bookstore, or somebody to get a hold of you about And There I Was?
I think I'm available through Facebook under Suzanne Williams hyphen Clement, or with my email qsuzyq@live.com. They can reach me either way. And yes, and we'd
Well,
love to get out and
outstanding.
visit.
The book shows and the book events, a lot of my authors do book signings everywhere, from wineries to churches to one of our authors recently did a book signing at Elvis's Graceland Mansion. And so
Oh
there's a
wow.
lot of opportunity a lot of opportunity out there. A lot of people thought the internet had killed publishing, but readership is up globally. People are reading now more than ever. And
Hmm.
you're going to want to grab an entire box of these books. Grab 10 or 20 books, share them with your reading group, share them with your sports team, share them with your friends and family at the holidays here, because you know what? This will get some conversations going. It's a story of grit and determination. And like you said, it's inspired by a true story and mostly true. So, what
Yes.
exactly is biographical fiction by definition?
Well, it's very similar to historical fiction. I know biographical fiction, I don't think is actually listed as a literary genre, but because he is still living and some of the people that are in this book are still living, we had to we had to protect those innocent people. I'm pretty sure time statutes have run out. However,
Yeah.
it's you do have to protect. So it was not quite a memoir, but it's close.
Well, hold the book up again. I want
Oh,
everybody to see. And there I was,
yay.
hardcover, paperback,
Yeah,
ebook. We'll have the audio book coming out soon, coming
yeah.
into the holidays. As you get invited to speak on these shows and these podcasts and stages and things, what's the main takeaway you want people to live with or leave with on the story? And there I was.
It's interesting. Life is balance. We have good, we have bad. And you don't know what you're gonna get for real. But you take it and you keep on going. And Dickie shows us that you can have dreams and keep on going. And regardless whatever hand you're dealt, it's about, yeah, perseverance for sure. Keep on, get up every day and live every day.
Well,
You don't know when it's gonna be the last one.
Well, I really like that. That's almost like a Forrest Gump endorsement directly from Forrest himself. And I think
Really,
this,
yes.
I think we should quote Forrest Gump because that's really what life is. And I think I love what you said. So grab, and there I was. You're going to love it, and your friends and family are going to love it. It'd be a great gift for the holidays, stocking stuffers for Christmas. And Suzanne, I just want to say thanks for being with us. We've got your contact information in the show notes and the link where people can click and email you and ask you for more and follow you and get more information about your speaking, your book signings, and when the audio book launches. So congratulations again for going number
Perfect.
one with "And There I Was." And any more books in your future? Or are you gonna ride this wave for a little bit?
No, we actually have 2 started. I know you can't see them because on either side of me, I put my notes up on the walls. I've got 2 in works.
Nice,
I've got
prepared.
several on the bookshelf ready to go, probably like mini writers. I've got many in the works.
Well, the first one always takes the longest, but once you get in the zone, then you realize how fun it is, and you just start cranking out books. So,
Yes.
congratulations! I
Thank
want to
you.
applaud you because 85% of Americans want to write a book and publish, but only 15% ever do. And you actually did it. So, congratulations!
Thank you.
And I can't wait to meet you and Dickie in person. And really,
Absolutely.
really kudos and shout outs for Vita Newton for connecting us. She's just a dear
For sure.
friend and a great author herself. So, thank you very
Yes.
much, Suzanne. And
Thank you.
grab, and there I was. You'll really enjoy the time reading. You can't put it down. Have a great day, friends. Thanks for watching the Michael D Show.